12 weeks from the 24th of April. Okay, so that gives us 24th. Yeah, that's correct. That's about that's around 24th July somewhere. Seems very late to me. I mean, they seem so big already. Um, Someone in the chat room believes those are in fact two females because they're so strong. But I mean, it's how do we know? But why not? You know? Oh, beautiful! Let me point the camera. No, nothing. Where? Oh gosh, now there's some action. There's some. Okay, let me get the one on the rock now because that's a beautiful one. That's what I always wanted to show, and now we can do that. So let's see what we can do there. There we go. Focus. It's a bit unbalanced at the moment, the camera. Hang on. I just need to put the weight back a bit. Okay. Let's see. There we go. Very nice. I think I should be very, very beautiful on the screen now. Oh, look at that. Okay. Isn't that incredible? Well, that's exactly what I was hoping to show you, something like this in the morning, and that's, I mean, the light is just so beautiful. There's an adult eagle, as you can see, sitting down there. I can try and zoom in a bit now. So just bear with me a sec. Oh, taken off. Just taken off. You can see how clear the water is this morning. Some sound, must be an alarm or something. Oh, it's a vacuum. Good grief. Yeah, you're right. No, you're probably right. It's a vacuum. Wouldn't know why you have such a loud vacuum. Yes. Oh, if you want to know where my website is, I can just see the comments. Just type in Sasse photo. You know, my surname is S-A-S-S-E, S-A-S-S-E. So S for Sierra, Anton, Sierra, Sierra, Echo. And just type in, and then followed by photo, Sasse photo. Type it into Google and you'll come to my website, and you also come to the Facebook page. Yes, thanks, Rosanna. Look at the chat questions. I know, I'm sorry. I'm trying to do that. Sorry for those people who are complaining that I'm not responding. I will respond now. Just please post your questions again, and we will respond. Sorry, what? Oh, beautiful, yes. I have a question. White storks who have fledged stay each night on their nest till they migrate to the south. Do eaglets who have fledged stay at their nest right too?
In the beginning.
Yes, that's a very good question. I'm just going to put the camera back, and then Tina and I will respond to that. One sec. I'm just going to put it back at the nest. That's too large at the moment. Hang on. I'll respond in a second. See, I got such magnification. Yeah, there's one. Well, I'll respond just now. At the moment, we're excited because we think one of maybe Pa is coming back to the nest, but just have to hang on, and then we'll respond to the question. Okay, it's going very excited. It's getting very exciting here. So at the moment, I'm going to concentrate more on just trying to show you some eagles. I see one hidden there, and I'm going to try and show him to you. It's quite amazing, actually, on a lower branch. See if I can find him. Gosh, it's so well hidden. It's very difficult to see. I need to have to. There we go. There you are. Beautiful. You see that? Oh, there. Yeah, Tina's speaking very softly at the moment, but she will comment in a while. I'm sorry about that. Let's see. I'm just trying to get the picture so I can see what's going on here. Here we go. Oh yeah, very nice. Look at that. So at the moment you're looking what we typically see from the beach, right? An adult sitting perched on a branch just above the beach. Okay, let's respond to some of the questions. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Tina, sorry, there's so much going on here. Tina, do you want to respond a bit to?
At night?
Yeah, no, wait, I'm going to put the microphone down a bit closer to you now. One second, I'm just taking the microphone off here. And going to try. And one second, I'm going to take it out. A sec. Let's see if we can get this a bit closer to you. There we go. Let me just put the headphones on so I can hear with it. Okay. Is the adult gone? 1 second.
No, still there on the tree.
Okay, there we are. Okay, Tina.
Yep.
Could you please comment on what happens when when the eaglets fledge, what their behavior is in your from your experience?
In the beginning they do, for the first couple of weeks, and then they perch in the trees nearby, but they gradually don't come back to the nest once they're comfortable in the trees.
Yeah, well, what about the eagles? Okay, we believe they probably take off north. Is that right? Where the salmons are. I mean, this is a belief. We don't have proof for that, right? That's what we think they do.
They follow the fish wherever they are.
They follow the fish. What I do know a little bit. I mean, I've been in Port Hardy before, which is a bit more north. Is they seem to travel more north in August. As you correctly say, wherever the fish are. Now the salmon of course start in May, June already, very far in north of Alaska, and then come down. And by the time it's November, they are in Harrison Mills, so which is very close to here, about 1.5 hours. And we do see that. I think Ma and Pa come back typically in October. Is that right?
Yeah.
So they come back typically in October, and yeah, we have seen, and we cannot say that. We believe that we have seen eagles from previous generations here, right? Simply by watching their behavior. I mean, Foxy is a real candidate for that, and so is Echo, right? I mean, I've taken a video a few weeks ago, which I should publish, of what seems to be Foxy, very much from the behavior, right? Oh yeah, there's a comment here. This year, Mom and Dad came to the nest 17th of September. Thank you for that. Put the microphone back up here now. Okay, that's easier to hold. Yeah, so 17th of September. That's typically the time that they would come back. There are eagles still down there, sitting there, as you can see. See if we can get him a bit larger. Not in focus. Not in focus. It's focusing on the rock. 1 sec. There we go. Magnification. So now the eagles. Ring. What do you think the distance is to that eagle from here? Quite a distance. This is
Yeah.
600-700 feet. Somewhere around there, but you can see what this camera can pick up is absolute magic. We have some seagulls flying across now, which is very typical. They never seem to bother the eagles or so, hardly ever. cannot see that from here. It's good we can follow the chats like this. Fish number 9, okay. What's quite amazing actually at the eagle that you're looking at, that adult, seems to be a male in my opinion. Just the way it's perched, very, very difficult to spot from where we are because it's sitting in the shade, but with a camera we're picking up incredible contrast here. We're looking at the tail of that adult. That's okay. Unfortunately, when we move, it's just the way it is. It's incredibly sensitive here. I mean, Tina certainly hardly moves here, but I apologize for that. It's really sensitive, unfortunately. I wish we had a very stable setup here, but it's amazing that we can do this anyway. It's only possible to do that from the ground, really. So we'll try and keep as quiet as we can. If you have David Hancock here, he gets so animated with his hands that the whole platform just shakes. At least you'll be able to see something now. Is there a white head there, Tina, on the wrist? So that seems to be Mara, right? Then I see some eagle at the beach now, being followed by 2 others, which, in my opinion, looks like par because usually the escort of crow is par. Yeah, it's mom in the nest, and Ma's going down now. You can hear the reaction here from the crows. And also the other eagle has just taken off. She's right there. Okay, I'm going to try and get her in for you. She's going, oh my goodness, it's so difficult. I have to fish right. I'm going to try and show you something there. I hope I can. Yeah, there's a lot of chasing going on, and I'm sorry. There's something going on there. Gosh, there is a hell of a lot of action down there. Where are they? There we are. Yes, on the rock. I don't know if that's Ma, but it could be. Got a fish, right? Yeah, you see the fish? That's a midshipman being eaten there. often you see that, but that's the first time I've ever been able to show that. It's very shaky at the moment, but yep, just ate it. Okay, amazing. And off. I'll move to a different rock. Let me try and find that for you. 1 second. It's a different rock. Which one is it? Right in front. Closer. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, a bit to the left. Fine now. Oh, you're cute. That's nice. back up. Let's take a view rather. Let's go back to the nest. There we go. That's much more interesting, isn't it? Have the poop, I think. No? Also, it's jewels out there, right? I heard you can distinguish them by the tail. Can you see that? So I think Jules has a bit lighter tail. Is that right? Okay. So, okay, so the edge is whiter. So we presume that's on the tip of the tail, right? So there should be Jules sitting there, probably. Jules the Explorer, I like that.
Bigger.
She is bigger, yes. No, there's still one. There's still one down there at the rock, but I'm not going to show that view because there's a tree in the way at the moment. So I think it's more interesting actually to look at the nest.
Yeah.
Well, Jules is a lot more active than Indy is. I'm sure that will change very soon. So the tips have a white edge, so that's Jules definitely that we're looking at, right? Good. Oh, there's Indy now, flapping her wings. I should say its wings. I don't know. Her is. But Jules is a female for sure, huh? Yeah, she's very very big. As big as Ma already, huh? Yeah, the width of the beak seems wider. Yeah, that's for all those of you who are observing them through the webcams, the live cams, the nest cams, will definitely be able to confirm that. Gosh, it's only 8:35, and it seems because it's the longest day. I mean, it just seems so, seems nearly like noon, doesn't it? Such a beautiful day. Yes, first day of summer, let's celebrate. Where's the champagne, eh? I'm a bit surprised. I thought we would see more eagles now down here, Tina, at this time, but either they've been earlier this year, or I'm not sure, but at the moment there don't seem to be very many at the beach, right? Yeah, so in that sense we're not missing much. I always feel a bit torn, should I go down there, should I do the live broadcast, but I think today it's much better to do the live broadcast. Because there's a lot to see at the nest, and I think as the later it gets, the more it'll be like that. What surprised me is that, because last week at this time, my goodness, did we see a lot of hares. Wow. That's better. Okay, that's the view of Point Roberts at the moment. So you can see the light's a lot brighter now already. What I'm going to try and do now is, because I don't really need the wide angle camera, I'm going to mount a wide angle lens onto it with the hope that you'll be able to see something what goes on in here. Okay, so I'm going to switch over to the back. I'm switching over to the other camera now. Okay, so you got the narrow angle. Change some lenses on the other system, so just bear the earthquake with me. Good, I brought my rucksack because I forgot I have a lens in there. So actually, I cannot do that. The lens is on that thing. This doesn't work, does it? Well, maybe I can. Hang on. Everything's possible. Where? Oh, yeah, beautiful. go back a bit. It's so bright now you can't even see the screen, but you can more or less make it out. Okay? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna switch over now. We can see something, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you can actually see me now. Tina's been kind enough to hold the camera on the other side, so you can see actually me standing up here with the, with the wide-angle lens, which I'm going to point straight at you now. Okay. So this is what it looks like here.
Here comes Pa or Ma.
Oh, there's someone coming back now. Oh, that's doing a steep turn. That could be Pa. Hang on.
Yeah, it's probably Pa.
Wow, so close. That's incredible. I have to give you the view back now. Sorry. You think that was Pa?
Yeah. His escort, I
Let's
think.
switch over again. Sorry about that. Somewhere that it's safer. Oh, that's okay. Here. My goodness, they're big. I can't get over this. Dad and Crow, that's right. It seems to be Dad. Who else? With all that escort. I can't, no. But it seems to be Jules standing up there again. I don't know who's feeding. Must be India at the moment. Yeah, Jules wants to play with a crow. There's some interesting things. I took a very nice movie recently. Jules was smaller then. I mean, surprise, surprise, they grow so quick. But Jules was getting upset with Pa because there was a crow nearby bothering Pa, and Jules was picking at Pa because because Jules thought, well, Pa, go catch the crow. You've done it before. Oh yeah, there's some beautiful eagles at the beach now. If I can actually show that, I don't know. I'll try and show something. Oh, now they're gone again. It goes so quick. It's so quick, unfortunately. Go back to the nest. Yeah, this is White Rock in stereo. It's not a. It's actually a very good microphone on top of the Nikon D4S. It's the top camera you can actually get from Nikon at the moment, and it's got very very good audio. I just see Pa being followed by a crow going off in westerly directions, probably going on back to the beach. Oh, this is a wonderful day. Yeah, I can see some screenshots there. There's one other coming up. No, not up. There's some traffic going down at the beach. We can't follow everything here, but certainly gorgeous. I don't think Dad chases the crows, by the way. The crows chase Dad. Dad gets sick and tired of them. All he waits is, he's an opportunist. He'll sit there and wait until one is too silly to come too close. I think he's done that before, Tina, right? I think he's done it in the nest. I've heard it. I have not seen it. But by the way, there are not as many crows chasing him as there were 10 days ago, and that's simply because I think all the little ones have basically fledged. They don't take very long to fledge. So I don't think at the moment there anyone's nesting, so there's no danger for Pa at the moment, for the crows. And Pa knows that very well. I haven't seen him dive into the tree right next to us anymore. It's actually very amusing when the eaglets grow up. They certainly will try and chase every single crow there is, and they quickly find out that their maneuverability is not that great. They try the same with herons. It's always amusing when you see that. Herons screaming and getting very angry. It's usually juveniles. They have to sort of like a small dog jumping out and learning. There's nothing more beautiful when you have a juvenile looking at you. I don't know if you've seen my close-up of a juvenile. They've got these beautiful, curious eyes, and they remain like that for about two years, and then the third year when their beaks turn yellow, they're still curious, but not as much as they are in the first and the second year. I've got a beautiful crow very close by. I'll try and see if I can give you a close-up on the roof of the crow. Oh no, it's taking off again. They're so quickly. They're so quick. So, I mean, many people don't like crows. I'm really, to be honest, I'm fascinated by them because they just have such incredible intelligence. Really, they do. Yeah, someone agrees with me in the forum saying, I love crows. Yeah, well, why not? Ah, it seems to be, is that Ma coming in? Could be Ma coming in. We've got a beautiful view here over Boundary Bay, of course, and it looks from a distance that one of the parents is coming in. We'll see. There's a lot going on below us, by the way, Tina. I can see a lot of movement down there now. So there must be about at least 5 to 10 eagles down there. Somewhere there. I think you can hear one of the adults calling. That is so cute, huh? Okay, let me try and give you a close-up. Focus a bit better. Where is the focus here? Not focusing properly. Sorry, that's there we go. Very sharp. Sometimes the camera in live view has a bit of problems focusing, and I don't want to switch over. But I think you're getting a very good view here of Jules. I think you'll be able to take some beautiful screenshots now. I'm going to try and keep as quiet as possible and not move. Yeah, we're still seeing some adults circling the beach. I can see some screenshots being posted in the chat, so that's working very well. We're lucky, quite active now. At least Jules is very active. Yeah, we do see adults flying across the bay. That's a lot of effort now because there's absolutely no wind here. So there's no absolutely no currents to take any advantage of. So it's a lot of work. Maybe a slight breeze at the moment. Yeah, Jules preening, you can see that very well at the moment. scratching, scratch, scratch, scratch. Jules is already so big that he hardly fits on the whole camera screen. I mean, of course, I can take the, you know, I could take the teleconverter off, and then you would have a wider view. There seems to be an adult coming very close to the nest now, at our height, or just below our height. Seems to be a younger one, right? Yeah, it looks like a 5-year-old. Just crossed the path and is gone. I see some beautiful screenshots here. Should put out a prize for the best screenshot. Jules is so big that I have to watch out. I can't get him completely on the camera. Okay, I'm just going to give you a bit of view. So what you see on the left here on the crane is my 800mm lens. You can see the microphone there and the lens. I've mounted it here on a tripod, and that's what I call my cockpit here. You can see there's a monitor there. That monitor I use for recording live if needed be. There's a switch here. There's all my all my plugs there, and then the second monitor, and then you can get a view of Tina standing there, enjoying herself in the sun. So she's on the other side, and that's what it looks like. And there's camera 2 up there. Well, you can only see the lens at the moment because I'm actually holding yeah, I'm actually holding the 24 to 70 millimeter lens, but that's the second lens mounted on the right side. Okay. Then you can also see, this is how I see the monitor. You can see what I'm seeing there at the moment. I'm looking at the monitor, and I can see the chat room there, and I can also see what we're seeing live. Right. And then of course you can see the bay beautifully. That's the way I see it. Okay. Goodness me, there's such overexposure here. So bright. And that's the view that we get here. It's really a beautiful view. That's looking westwards, sorry, eastwards to the, not eastwards, south, sorry, what am I saying? This is south to the States. Yeah, there's an eagle coming and flying there. That's a typical view we get here. It's incredible, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to switch back now. Well, Tina's so nice, she's brought some muffins here, it's amazing. So give a hand of applause to Tina for that. She really keeps, make sure that we don't die up here. Yeah, muffins, yeah. Should show them in front of my big lens, like a magnifying glass. Yeah, they're wonderful. Tim Hortons muffins. Things I don't think Tim Hortons exists in the States, right? No, it doesn't. Tim Hortons is it's very Canadian, isn't it? Yeah, that's one thing we have, which you don't have in the States. I mean, I must say, I usually love crossing the border because Mexican food in the States is a lot better than what we have here. And as soon as I have a margarita when I go across the border, it's a lot better. I don't know, I think the Canadians can't make margaritas, at least not in Vancouver. Not that I drink a lot, don't get me wrong, but when I enjoy a margarita, I prefer to go to the States. But for wildlife, I must say I'm very happy here. We have incredible wildlife here in White Rock. It's unbelievable. Buffalo area has many Tim Hortons. Did you know that, Gina? I just see this. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're just starting.
And a lot of the northern states. I didn't know that. Timbits. You know what timbits are?
Yeah, I remember mine.
Well, Starbucks we also have everywhere. I mean, they're so crazy about Starbucks. They put 2 or 3 sometimes on the same corner. I think there's a place in Vancouver. I've never understood that. They would put 2 or 3 Starbucks in the same place. I mean, personally, I don't want to say anything against Starbucks, but I'm not a big fan of Starbucks. I go to Starbucks because that's no option. But I do prefer the smaller chains. Actually, they have a much wider selection, and most of all, I prefer the private, the family places. I love them. If you ever come to White Rock, you can find an Italian there. He makes his own gelato, and it's fantastic. Really, I go there at nighttime. We go there, have a cappuccino and some gelato. I don't say ice cream because an Italian would consider the word ice cream as an insult. They'd say gelato, which is very different. And it's really, really fantastic. I really love family businesses. They just have such a different attitude of running the place, and I'm sure a lot of you would agree with me. I don't know if you've ever wondered why so many coffee shops or Starbucks or whatever seem to be exactly at the same corner, and why don't they spread out very much? I mean, I like some maths puzzles, so I read a bit about that, and they have a beautiful YouTube video where they show. Imagine there's a huge beach, and there are two people who are selling ice cream. Okay, so what they do, they decide to divide the beach equally in half. The one takes the left side and the other the right side, right? Now, since the access to the beach, there are many different accesses. Actually, the middle access is the least favorable because people have to walk quite a long way. So what they do, of course, initially is they put their ice cream right in the middle of their area, which makes sense. So there's actually a big distance between these two, okay? And then, as competition grows, they watch each other. That's what happens. They start moving closer to each other, and the reason for that being is they're trying to capture each other's territory. And so finally, what happens is they end up right next to each other, which is absurd. So people will have to walk a lot further, but from from a competition perspective, as absurd as it sounds, that is the solution that happens, and that's why you have a Starbucks or you have all these bars right next to each other, not because I lost them there. Let's see what happened there. Are we still live? Let me just see. Okay. Anyway, what I was saying is, just to end my little story there, is so what happens is that competitive places then end up right next to each other, which is not optimum from a point of perspective from the consumer or the customer, but it's just the way business is run. That was a lovely muffin. I must say, Tim Horton makes exceptional. What's a blueberry muffin, right? Some fruit muffin. Very juicy. Oh, lovely. Yeah, there's some. Occasionally, we see one or two adults just crossing or flying close to the shore, parallel to the shore. But still, very little going on as such. I think as it gets warmer, and especially if there's no wind, they get lazy. You know, they've probably eaten their breakfast, and then they do what they do best: is just sit and digest. And unless there's a free ride with wind, they're not going to go up there. And I definitely see no eagle flying at the moment because there's no upward draft. love to sit and digest too. Yeah, I think we all do. I like that. It's so funny that we only see jewels here all the time, isn't it? Indy seems to be resting a lot. At least I cannot see Indy from here. Yeah, right. Let's see if we can see something there. It's fantastic. Stick the camera along like this. Okay, this is a view again of how we see Boundary Bay. This is looking to the south. There's Point Roberts. This is with a wide angle lens, so I cannot zoom in anymore. In fact, I can go out a bit like that, so you can get the idea. And then you come to the nest. That's exactly the view that we have, right? And you see these trees in front of the lens. And that's also why we can't look down directly, you know, at the nest, at the beach. Whilst there we, at that angle, going a little bit more to the south, we can. And then past the nest, looking west, that's Boundary Bay Airport over there, in that direction. That's a camera with a microphone. Jewels there. That's not in focus for some reason. Not sure why I can't get this properly in focus. There we go. Here we go. That's better in focus. That's good focus. Sorry about that sometimes. I don't know why the camera sometimes has problems focusing in live view. Hungry again, huh? I don't know if you heard that. There's some complaining going on up there. Has to be a female with all that premium, do you agree? I like that. who's coming in there. I'm not sure if that's Ma or Pa, or they're just flying by the nest. Let me see. No, there's another adult just crossing. I think you can hear that. That's to the left of me, which is direction south. I think Ma will teach Jules soon how to use lipstick. It'll be a lot better. That's right. I think Jules is seeing Ma or Pa, which we cannot see at the moment. What's the age difference between them? Oh, there's 6 hours. Gee. Okay. Yeah, I can see one flying across flying across the bay at the moment.
This one comes straight up.
Oh yeah, there's one coming straight up. Right, I see it. It's disappeared behind a tree now. I cannot see it anymore. Yes. Yes, I saw it. Ah, she's fishing. Yes, there's one fishing. Let me see if I can give you a view of that. Let me try. It's not going to be easy. Let me try. Oh, I think I'm too close again. That's better. There we go. Oh, she's disappeared. Where was that? I went to the water, right. Okay, sorry about that. I'm circling. I wish I could find her. Top of the tree, thanks. Oh gosh, I need a bit of cover here so I can see the screen properly, because the sun is shining right on the screen. Yeah, now I've lost her. For all the people who are watching from the US, that's Point Roberts. They said they saw an eagle flying back and forth, but very small. Yes, but we could see too. I really apologize. I have to get something where that covers the screen because it's so difficult to see. You have to imagine I cannot look through the viewfinder, which is irritating because otherwise I cannot broadcast. So I have to have live view on, and having live view on means that the sun is shining directly at the screen, and that's why it's very difficult for me to follow any movements. Yes, it is very difficult to see. It's not so much the small viewfinder, it's just having the sun there and shining directly on it. You know, I'm looking at a live screen, not through the viewfinder. The viewfinder would be much better. But I cannot look through the viewfinder when I'm in video mode. Don't ask me why it's like that, but it is that way. Oh, thank you. They're saying we're quite happy with what we're seeing. Well, I'm glad you are. I apologize. Let me go back to the nest now. Let's see what we can see there. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I think you're enjoying the view, and I hope also some of the sounds. At the moment it's a lot more quiet. Of course the morning is much more active. We're quite late already, you know, it's 22 past 9 here. It's fairly late. Oh, there's an eagle catcher there. Ah, my goodness, I'd love to show you this. Hang on. See if I can do this. Again, it's behind the tree. Ah, this tree is just a nuisance. There's one out. If I could find it. There we go. Here it is. Coming back. Yeah, I've got it on the screen. Actually got it. Really got to really concentrate. Whee! This is behind the tree again. Oh, and there they run. It's not fair. Always disappearing behind the tree. Let me see if I can catch them over there, maybe. No. Just disappear behind the trees again. Ah, there they are, there they are. Right. Try again. Oh, and they disappeared again. They're so fast. Oh, there's no one at the nest at the moment, so... View of Point Roberts again. That's amazing, and you can see the beach so close. We're looking at least about 7-8 miles across now. I'm quite sure if I zoomed in early in the morning I can zoom in even more. That's absolutely incredible. I have to be completely quiet though. Be able to see, you know, we might even be able, it's not focusing properly now. We'll be able to see maybe even eagles on the other side with this magnification. This must be about 100, 200 times magnification. It's like a big telescope already. Anyway, I'm not going to make you seasick here. Argentina, Iran 0-0. Is that the end score? Let me just see. No, that must be 20 minutes into the game, right? Is that right? Oh, it's just started, because I cannot imagine that Argentina will make this last very long, because knowing Argentina, they should score. But I mean, we said the same about Italy, didn't we? And they lost to Costa Rica, which I think is great. A small country like that, absolutely amazing. Ah, there's a screenshot of one of the eagles flying from Bonnie. That's interesting. Yeah, not much to see anymore. Those two, either they're sleeping, I cannot see that, but at the moment we don't see any movement at the nest. That's why I'm showing you Point Roberts. Sorry? Oh yeah, there's one flying out, yes. Let me try and show them one of the... Yeah, I'm going to show you one of these markers, okay? That marker is quite a few miles out. Direction of Point Roberts. Must be about maybe halfway to Point Roberts. And those are typical resting places for eagles. They love these. I don't think there's anybody sitting on there now, because just no, nothing on there right